In this video, I will explain about the Spur Gear Drawing, which is the third part of our exercise, which I explained in my previous videos. So let's start the Spur Gear Drawing, and you will learn step by step in that. Here you have a quick overview of last exercise, which I explained in my first video. This is the exercise. Here we had a module 3 and we number of 14 and brush angle was 20 degree, and we have done this calculation in that. Have a look to the cutting data which we already calculated. I explained in the previous video. For the drawing, these highlighted things are very important. We need PD, ADD, DED, WD, OD, RD. Then we need CP and T. T is thickness. So these are all are the dimensions are the values which are required to prepare the drawing. But for the circle in the drawing, the circles, we need only three values: number 1, number 8 and number 9, which is PD, OD and RD. Before explain the drawing, I want you to understand or keep in mind some terminology which I will use in the drawing. So number 1 is the hub diameter or the hub dia, and number 2 is the shaft diameter. So it is here. So these two diameters are related to the requirement, and number 3 is the face or width. So it is also related with the requirement of the design where we are going to fix. So you will see the drawing in the next. Now you will see the spur gear drawing or the profile of spur gear. Here you can see all dimensions which we calculated before. You have here outer dia, pitch dia, root dia, then we have ADD, DED, and then you have hub dia, shaft dia, hole depth, WD, which we call, and face or width. Then we have CP. Here I want to mention three things. Number 1, regarding the face width, face or width. The face or width, it's depend on the requirement. How much width we need, it's depend on the requirement where we will fix or we will use this gear. Number 2, regarding the hub sometime we are not making, sometime we are making. It's depend on the design, and also it is similar to the face width where we are going to fix. Number 3, related with the shaft diameter. The shaft diameter also can be increase or little bit decrease. It's depend on the requirement also. So you will see how to draw this drawing. So let's start. So before going to draw, we need a center line. If you are using the plain paper or the white paper, you need to draw the center line in almost in the middle. So if you are using the graph paper, you can make a center, find the center and draw the center line horizontally. And one we need for vertically, which will which will be the cross of this horizontal line. Then we will draw the first line. We will start from the side view, and in the side view we have the bigger diameter OD, and OD is equal to 48 millimeter. So we'll take below the center line and above the center line 24. So let's start. So this is 24 millimeter, then this is the second 24, so total 48 millimeter, which is our OD. Now I will take one parallel line to this OD line as a face or width. Okay, now this is the 15 millimeter. This is the 15 millimeter, and it is not calculated one because it's depend on the design. So we are using just 15. You can use 20. It's depend on the design. So what I am going to do next, I will close both hands. After that, it's looks like rectangle. So now I will draw here the hub. For hub I will take 7.5 above the line, 7.5 below the line. One line I will take here, one line I will take here. So these are the two lines, and the distance between these two lines 15 millimeter. So half above and half below. It's also a roughly dimension. You can take 20, you can take 18. It's depend. It is not calculated one. It is also depending on the size, on the requirement. It is not necessary to use the same. So after these two, what we will do, we will check the line which is on PD, which is on PD. So these are the two lines, and PD we have 42 millimeter. So the distance between these two red lines 42. So 21 above the center line and 21 below the center line. Now I will go for RD, and RD we have 35.05. So almost you can take 35. So 17.5 above the line and 17.5 below the line. So these are the two lines. These are the two lines which are showing RD. So this is this from this to this RD. Now I will go the next. I will close the hub side. Okay, and I will take the shaft dia. So shaft dia I am taking 8 millimeter. So 4 millimeter above the line and 4 millimeter below the line. So both sides. So shaft dia, here we took 8 millimeter, and this line is for shaft dia, this line to this line is hub dia, this one to this one is root dia, this one to this one is pitch dia, and this one to this one is OD. So this distance we call ADD, this distance we call DED, and if you will calculate the full one, so it is equal to WD, means hole depth. Let's continue next, and we will draw the etching. etching lines. So this side view is finished. So we will start the front side. So here we will take the first circle, which is equal to this to this. So open the compass here to here, put in the center and draw the circle. After that we will take the second circle, which is put the compass here, this point, open until this, draw the circle here, which is the circle for hub diameter. Similarly we will go for root dia, pitch dia and outer dia. So this is the root dia. Open from here, put the compass here, needle here and open up to this and bring here and draw the circle, which is equal to root dia. After that again open the compass from here till this one, okay, and put the compass in the center and draw the circle for PD. Now put the compass in the center and open up to the end, outer side, and then put in the center of the circle and make a OD circle. So now we have 5 circles. Number 1, shaft dia, this one for hub dia, this is for root dia, this is for pitch dia, and this one for OD. Now what we need to do, we need the center from this to this. So what is the solution? We will use the compass and put in the center, open more than half, open more than half, draw arc here, here, and then the same compass put here, and then the same distance arc, and then you will get the center of this to this. So let's start. So it will become like this. So open the compass, put here, okay, more than half, and draw this side and then other side. Now the same compass put on the P point and cut this arc, and the rotate also this side and cut this one. Now you have this one cross and the second, so match by the line. So here you will get a point which is the half of O and P. So you have a center of O and P. Okay, draw the line. So now you have this point which call, like, you can put any name, like I am putting for example R. Okay, now the second phase is you need to find the center between R and P, or P and R, you whatever you can say, but we need to find the center here. You will do the same, put the compass here, open more than half, draw one arc on this side, then other side, then the same distance of with the same distance put the compass on the P and draw one arc on here and the other side also. So let's see how to do. So put here and draw the arc on this direction and then the other direction, So the same distance, open the same distance, or keep remain the same distance of your compass, and put here on the P and cut this arc, and the other side then match with the line as we mentioned, as we have done previously. So I will give the name for this as this point as, for example, like S. So now we have O, R, S and P. After that, put the compass on R, okay, open till O, put the compass here, draw the arc like this. Now the second thing is, put the compass on P, open till S and draw the arc and cut the arc which we have done before. See now, so from put the compass on P, open up to S and cut this arc. So now you have here in this area you have a point. This point we will use for Q circle. We will draw one circle. Let's see how to draw. Put the compass in the center of the circle, means point O, and draw a big circle which will say Q circle. So this green is the circle which we are saying like Q circle. After completion of this circle Q, we need to start the drawing for the teeth. So we need a dimension T, and according to our calculation we have T value as 4.7. So I will open the compass for 4.7, put on the P, this is P point, mark on PD circle, so how many tooths you want to draw, you need to do the same action on the both side. You have to just put these marks on PD circle, pitch dia circle, okay. After marking the points on PD circle, we need to open the compass equal to our CP, and according to our calculation our CP is 9.4. so open the compass 9.4, put on P, and mark on the Q circle, mark on the Q circle. Now this is our point. So don't change the compass, put the compass on this point and draw a arc. After that, see, this arc is on this direction. I want now this direction of the other direction, so to complete our tools. So if I want to draw the arc on this side, so the center should be opposite side. So what I will do, I will not change the dimension of my compass. I will put on the second point and again mark on the Q circle. So this is our new point on the Q circle. So put the compass on the new mark which you made on the Q circle and draw the arc passing through the PD circle point. So like this your first tooth is completed. Now I want to draw the second tooth. So if I want to draw the tooth here this direction, so this was the mark on PD, this is the second mark on PD. So I want to draw the tooth, one this direction curve and the other curve will be this direction. So what I will do, if I want to the curve this direction, the center should be this side. So I will keep the compass on this point which is on PD and take the mark on Q circle which is this one. Okay, now don't change the compass. I'm repeating again and again, don't change the compass. So hold the compass, put the center here and draw the arc passing through the point from where you mark this point. Okay, keep the same size of your compass. After that, now I want the arc on this direction. So if I want the arc on this direction, my arc center should be on this side. So what I will do, I will put the compass here and take the point on Q circle. See this one, this is the new point on the Q circle. So now put the center on this side and draw the arc on the point which is available or which is on PD. Now this is your second tooth. Similarly you can continue for the third tooth. So here if I make dark, so the tooth profile will be like this. Here you have this side and then if you join this one from the top, so this will be the tooth of the gear. Similarly I will so when you make dark this tooth, after finishing of this we need to make a small fillets here. As per the involute of the gear. Now if you want to show the CP, put the point here, extension line, and put here the line and then show the CP. Otherwise you can take from here and it will go to here. So this to this distance will be CP. You will follow the same procedure to complete the all tooth. So if you have any question or comments, you can send me through email or write in comments. I will answer.
So thank you very much.